शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये. See, the question of today's topic as Ayurveda astrology, it is a new version, like as a coin terminology, Ayurveda astrology as Ayur Jyotisham. Why this Ayur Jyotisham is getting started? Was there any references of this medical astrology prior to our discussions? Yes, we have the Jyotisha Granthas like Brihat Parashara Hora, Jataka Parijata, and many more of the astrological are describing about the astrology with medicinal influences. Now, as we are coming with a very pandemic situations and disturbing our physical and also mental disturbances as they are coming up with the sociological relations deterioration, it is a time to look forward much with the medical astrology, how it is going to influence the individuals. When, if you see the Janapadodhansani Vimana, at the very initial state, Dushyante hi kal khal saumya nakshatra graha ganasu chandra surya nilananam disham cha prakriti bhutanam mrityu vaikarika bhava achiraditoho bhurapicha na yadavad drasa virya vipaka prabhava moshadhinam pratividasyati tadviyogas cha atanka prayata niyata. This statementation, what we see here in this, it is a question in fact asking to the Punarvasu Atreya by the Agnivesha. What he wished to understand from his teacher is how this nakshatra, grahagana, Chandra, Anila, Surya. Chandra, Anila, Surya. Now the Vayu, the moon and the sun. When we are looking after in a horoscope or in the astrological aspect of, we are going to find out three varieties of the individual points of initiation to the human life, casting or evaluation. The first one is the body, physical body, which is developed through the Panchamahabhutas. The second is the psyche or the mind, which is going to be linked with an individual. Third is the Atma, where in our concept and Indian origination, we speak, the Atma travels one person to the another person, leaving its previous body like as we leave our clothes, and it is joining and it is going to be living in another Panchabhutika body. Now here, the Surya or the sun in the horoscope is going to represent the Atma. That means we are going to speak about the individual health as a physical health through the Lagna, psychological health through the position of the Chandra, from the Chandra, the assessment of the horoscope, and the position of the Atma and Atma relations in a horoscope with respect to that of the Surya or the sun position in a natal horoscope. This is a very basically which we are going to see. And astrology, the Jyotisha is going to speak about the 12 bhavas from the starting from the Lagna. It can be said to be having a relationship with the psychological attitude from the moon or Chandra Lagna. Now, when we focus on the Lagna and the Chandra Lagna, the total physical and psychological conflictiveness or the associations of any pathological conditions in a horoscope are to be understood under the Ayur Jyotisham. This Ayur Jyotisham is going to be a concomitant of the celestial bodies' influences. At the present, we can understand the gravity, the strong force, weak force, and the electromagnetism. Especially, Disha Desha Parignyana also is one of the most important. That is the reason in the Janapadodvamsa, when the question has been appeared, it is with the Nakshatra, Graha, Gana, and Chandra, Surya, Anila, Nalanam. Anila, Nalanam. That is Agni, Vayu, Surya, Chandra, Graha, Gana, Nakshatra, along with the Disham, cha Prakriti Bhutanam, Mrityu Vaikarika Bhava. These are said to be the Mrityu Vaikarika Bhavas. Mrityu Vaikarika Bhavas we can understand as they are going to kill the individual in massive, and thereby one more statementation here is, yes, Achiraditoho Bhurapi cha na yadavad rasavirya vipaka prabhava moshadhinam pratividasyati. Here the question of making the deprivement of the Oshadhis with the natural calamities of the influences of the Nakshatra, Grahagana, Surya, Chandra, Anala, Anila, and Disha has been told. You may be not able to give a proper reasoning. When I was looking in the Nagpur area, the Santra, when they are going to come out, whenever the winds are coming from the south, the Nagpur Santra are going to be sour in nature. When the same winds are going to come from the northern side, the same Santra, the same plant is going to give a sweet variety. Why the first one, as the south side wind is going to give the Amla Bhavata, and why the northern side wind is going to give the Madhura Bhavata in the same plant, is the influences of the wind of the dishas, which how to be made out. In general, everybody is going to speak as such. Don't sleep keeping your head towards the north. That means your feet towards the south and your head towards the north. Why this is? The electromagnetism of the earth is going to be a conflict over your magnetic axis of the individual body. Even our body is of magnetic in nature. This magnetism of the antagonistic magnetism of the body to the earth is going to cause destruction in our body, is going to be understood by the ancient acharyas. At present, we may say this is all the useless thing, but we have to understand these factors in a reliable way. This alay-balay over the Ayurveda astrology is a rapportic or a question-answer session and interactive in nature. Thereby, I request the audience to come out with your questions, either to type or to speak out, so that we can have a proper understanding of this Ayurveda astrology. With this small introduction, I invite the questions from the audience. Any question? Please come out. Yes, Rupesh ji. You can unmute. Please
Sir,
unmute.
I think I joined in middle, so I don't have question at present, sir. Sorry for that.
You may be having a generalized questions over the Ayurveda astrology.
I'm attending it for first time.
A doubt related with.
Actually, I have not gone through the grahas and nakshatras. So I
Okay.
think if I go through first, like how many are there basics, then I
Okay.
think I can be able to raise some questions on that.
Right. Very nice. Your conversation itself is like a question. The basic question for the people,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
those who have read under the Macaulay's education. Under the Macaulay's education, we are speaking with the only whatever the subjects are being said as a syllabus. We were not having a proper understanding of the Indian originative sciences. Now, see, there are the Navagrahas, 9 planets in the nature. These 9 planets, when we are going to see, out of this, 2 planets, Chandra and the Surya. Surya, even though as a star, the astrological perspective has included these planets and this including the sun as a star, as a planet only. Why? Because if you are going to see, as the earth is having the atmosphere, each and every planet is also having a sphere of its own environment. The sun is also having the heliosphere. The sun is having a heliosphere, that is, in the heliosphere of the sun, all these planets are moving like a nucleus along with the cell components. These planets, out of the 2 terms, are commonly being used. The first one is heliocentric, keeping the sun as a center. The second is said to be the keeping our earth as a center, as we are studying the entire the planetary system and the celestial system, celestial bodies and the cosmos. When we see this moon and the sun from the earth, when we are seeing, they always go round and round, as a unified motion is going to be there. That's why these 2 planets are called as a Mandala Grahas in the astrology. The Mandala Grahas means always they are moving forward motion only. Whereas the other planets, the Buddha, Kuja, Shukra, Guru, and Shani, these 5 planets, even though they are moving forward only, apparently from the earth, sometimes based upon the angle from the earth, they seems to be stagnative or going backward, called as a retrogradation or vakrata. These 5 planets are being observable in the sky like stars. That's why they are called as the Tara Grahas. They mimic or they resemble like stars. That's why they call as a Tara Graha. Might be the biggest planet of Jupiter. You can see very bright white color mass in the sky. If you want to see the Venus, the beauty of the Venus is going to be seen in the early hour. This is called as a rising star. The very beautiful white color, bright color star like planet you can witness in the early hours of the Shukra. Apart from this, they are the 2 nodes or the axis points, node and antinode. They are called as the Chaya Grahas, shadow planets, as they have their influences who could not be visible physically. They are going to be said as the Chaya Grahas. They are the Rahu and the Ketu. These are the 9 planets which are going to make their influences through either the electromagnetism or the gravitational pull or the strong force or the weak force. These are the some of the terminologies which are known to the present day scientific terminologies. Apart from this, there are innumerable effects which are going to be seen from these planets is being witnessed in astrology. Stars, there are 27 stars. The 27 stars, Aswini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, Mrugashira, Ardra, Punarvasu, Pushyami, Aslesha, Makha, Pubba, Uttara, Hasta, Chitta, Swati, Visakha, Anuradha, Jyeshta, Moola, Purvashada, Uttarashada, Shravanam, Dhanishta, Satabhisham, Purabhadra, Uttarabhadra, Revati. These nakshatras are the celestial bodies, in fact, billions of the kilometers away from us. But the light from the sun to reach Earth is 7 minutes. It is called as a Goldilocks zone, where in that particular zone only there is a survivability of any living organisms, like either the bacteria till to that of the complex human being. This Goldilocks zone, wherever they are in the Milky Way galaxy itself, there were more than 150 such sort of the planets were identified by the NASA. Now this Goldilocks zone is a different thing. This entire thing which are going to be emitted from the sun, the radiation and its impactiveness is also going to show its impact over the individual human being. That's why the 27 stars are distributed in 12 zodiac signs to understand very comfortably. A 360 degrees of the cycle which we are going to see. Out of this circle, each and every segment of the 30 degrees is being said as one constellation. Mesha, Vrushabha, Midhuna, Karkata, Simha, Kanya, Tula, Vrishchika, Dhanu, Makara, Kumbha, Meena. These are the 12 rasis which are being said in astrology. Now, the Ayurveda astrology is a study of the 9 planets along with its subplanets, some subplanets. There are the Chayagrahas and Upagrahas are also being said in the astrology. These grahas position in a particular place by which the position from the Lagna and position from the Chandra, thereby we are going to assess a disease condition in the body is being said as a Ayurveda astrology. Till now, School of Techno Ayurveda has conducted 2 batches successfully, the Ayur Jyotisham, Certificate of Proficiency in Ayur Jyotisham. And now, the 3rd batch is commencing mostly from the July, August, or July, August, September in between, which is going to be around 20 days or 30 hours course it is going to be. And in this, very specifically what I am teaching them, which was invented by me, how rationally which we are going to see. Very perfectly we are coming up to 85% of the assessment of the success. This is not as an inventor I have done. The students, those who are participated in the course, they have calculated by themselves with the given guidelines, and they were speaking, these are the things which we are anticipating, and they are asking the individual patients. This is double blindly being done, and they are going to get their assessments accuracy with 85% statistically. That means the Ayurveda astrology is a science which could be acceptable for the individual to study further. I do not have any blind belief of any science. As this astrology or the Jyotisha is based upon the very specifically the mathematics. The mathematics, as it is going to give rise, it is going to, the derivative of the mathematics, the astrology is also going to be accurate, is going to be get understood. The doubts are to be cleared now. That is the reason why this alai balai. Alai balai is a very good word which we use in Hyderabad. It is a gathering. The present today is the first auspicious day to start with the alai balai on the Ayurveda astrology. In future also, I am going to come with the different topics. Mostly from 20th to 30th in between, I am planning another 2 Alay also. And here the Rashmi Pujar wants to ask some doubt. Please unmute yourself and ask your question, please.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, madam.
Sir, my question is, what is your opinion on Veerasimha Avaloka text?
Veerasimha Avalokanam. It is
Yes,
a very nice book and we can accept and follow it.
Okay, sir. Sir, one more thing is, whenever we are speaking about medical astrology,
Yep.
so what we say is the graha, the position of the grahas and their effect. So when we actually speak about Jyotishya, they speak about Gochara and more, they go in depth. So how about the correlation of this Goch? Is that even in medical astrology, we have to go to the go through this Gochara and all? And also the Shatru Graha, they says that which are very friendly and the enmity is there between the Grahas. So whether these all are included in medical astrology?
Yes, of course. You have mixed up with 3 questions, I believe so. I try to make it out. The first and foremost, the Mitra Graha, Satru Graha, Mitra Kshetra, Satru Kshetra. These are to assess the effectiveness and percentage of the impactiveness of the individual planet. Okay.
Okay.
Now, the second question, what you have asked is the positioning of the planets. As the positioning of the planets are going to be studied in the 2 folds. Number 1 is from the body, the physical body relation and physical body diseases. The second is the psychological implications and psychological involvements from the Chandra. The 2 things, number 1 is the Lagna, number 2 is the Chandra, both are important. That is a Lagna and Chandra Lagna, which we call in general. These 2, from these 12 bhavas are going to be get depictive of the different things. Apart from this, there is a Kala Purusha Anga Prichanga Vibhaga. The body parts are being shown in the celestial combination and permutations. This combination permutation I work out and I am expanding a new concept also. And the third is this influences which you are going to say. Traditionality is there and experimentation is there. I am not a blind follower. I want everything as an example. If I say I have 1 case study with me of the astrological, I say it is an example. If I have the 10 cases, then I say it is a concept. If it is going to be 100 cases of the same principle, then it is going to be a rule. So this way I am doing it. Now I have got around 20 cases of the kidney stones which are having mimicking. 20 cases of the diabetes which are of same categorization. And I invented, based upon the Rasi Nakshatra Pada, a Kalapurusha Anga Prachanga Vibhaga, and also a deity of the individual nakshatra with the relation to that of the Vriksha, a disease progression and disease diagnostic aspect. This is what I teach in the certificate of proficiency in Ayur Jyotisham. Okay. Now
sir.
you have the third question. You are asking, the people are going to say you have to see horoscope, you have to see Gochara, and you have to see Dasa systems, etc. Yes, of course. My certificate of proficiency is for the 0 understanding with the astrology, 0 understanding with the Ayurveda also. Because many are there, those who are engineers, studied the COP, Ayur Jyotisham. Even they are comfortable with, of course, some of the terminologies are new for them, but not totally away from their mind. They can understand it, they can apply it very comfortably, because we are speaking for a 0 knowledge person of the astrology, zero knowledge person of the Ayurveda, how this medical astrology to be evaluated. Now your question. The first one is the natal horoscope, which is based upon the date of birth and time of birth and place of birth. Because the place of birth is related to that of the latitudes and longitudes on which position you are there with, and the angle from there towards the 9 celestial planets revolving are going to be get changed. That's why we calculate natal horoscope to a particular place where the person is. Now, this is also going to be not a pinpoint in zeros or in seconds levels. Then how to make it out? Then we are going to make a small understanding rectification within the dasha systems. If a person is going to have a rough timing in between, say 8 to 8:30 I born, sir, based upon his life events, we are going to make the rectification of the time, that is a synchronization of the dasha systems to that of the natal horoscope. Thereby, the both are going to be get synchronized. In between, there is a one more concept is the bhava. The Rasi is a 30 degrees distribution from the 0, 30, 30 to 60, 60 to 90 like that of the Mesha, Rishabha, Midhuna, etc. And whereas the Bhava is going to be get started from the Lagna or the horizon at the time of the birth, what is the at the horizon of coming up is Lagna. From there, it is going to be calculated 15 degrees before and 15 degrees. If suppose somebody is born at 145 degrees, 145 degrees is going to come in the Simha Rasi. But when his Tanu Bhava or the body is going to be get calculated, 145 minus 15 and plus 15 is calculated is the range of his body. This is the 30 degrees of this continuation is going to be understood, and the planetary position accordingly is being identified. Thereby, the effect is going to be understood. Third, we have come across already dasha system. There are the innumerable dasha system, Kalau Parashare. As in Kali Yuga, the Parashara is said to be the one of the best one, and in the Parashara, Vimshottari, 120 years calculation of these planets, individual dasha systems are explained. These dasha systems are being understood in the present day, apart from the Jaimini's Kala Chakra Dasha or the Yogini Dasha and etc. Still people are there, those who calculate and do exercise astrology on these different dashas also. But all these are linked with only one thing is the planetary position, don't forget it. Now, the Gochara is a word. Above to the Gochara, there is one more word is going to be brought here. The Tajaka astrology, Tajaka Jyotisham. The Tajaka is a Varshaphala. Tajaka Varshaphala. That means each and every day, if suppose you have born 10 on the 21st August 1980, 21st August 1980, 10 is being calculated for the subsequent year. Every year it is being calculated. This is the Tajaka astrology which is going to be calculated for 1 year. Now, the Gochara. Gochara is observed from the Chandra Lagna. From the moon position, the Gochara. From the moon position, if it is going to be in the second or third, fourth, seventh, what are the relational is going to be. Otherwise, your psychological impactiveness for the present day situation, influence of the planets. See, the physical body is a union of the ovum and the semen. The Sukra-Sonita Samyoga, which is born and it is having a number of the cyclical action which has been initiated long ago. But your mind is going to be shifting its moods. The mood shifting is to be understood. Today you may be fond of Salman Khan. Tomorrow you may be fond of the Akshay Kumar, for example. Why this mood, psychological mood shifting is done? It is based upon the influence of the celestial bodies, especially the 9 planets over the individual. That means today whatever is said to be the right by us, tomorrow we may say the same thing as a wrong. This is going to be observed through the Gochara. Now, whenever the disease condition is going to be there, we are going to see the second and the fourth position to be prevalent to give rise an individual disease. What is the second and fourth position in a natal horoscope or in the Gochara? If suppose a body, physical body, your body is going to be the Lagna. From the Lagna, the second house indicates the food. What variety of the food we are going to consume. Whether we consume sour food or shadrasas out of, or the vegetarian, non-vegetarian, soft food, hard food, whatever the varieties of the food which is going to be, it is going to be set by the second placement of from the Lagna. But whatever you are eating may not be liked by you. What is your liking and disliking is going to be set from the second position of the Chandra. Now, in the same way, comforts. What comforts you possess is understood from the fourth. What comforts you anticipate or expect is known from the fourth position from the Chandra. Now, what is your expectation coming into the reality is to be understood through the Gochara. This is the most important thing which we are going to understand. Hope you have clarified with the doubts.
Yes, sir. So one more question I have. Yeah, I
Okay.
understood, sir, to some extent. I don't know in depth. So how much ever I have read, I am asking you.
Yeah,
There is something called as Prashna Jyotisha when we don't know the Jataka of the patient, because now when we are saying the younger generation nowadays, they are keeping, you can consider it as 40 years or 45 years. But before that, whoever comes to us in our old age, they just have a date of whenever they're joining for school, or they don't have a appropriate date and time. To such a patient, how would we evaluate the Jatakam in terms of medical astrology?
very nice question. You are just asking whoever is having the very specific date of birth and time of birth in specific can be entertained, how to make it out and what is this prashna or the horary. Now, when we see this, not only for the medical astrology in general, also many of the Indian originative people, those who are above to that of the people, those who are going to be making themselves as in the society as comfortably noted their date of birth and time of birth and place of birth in the Tidhi, Vara, Nakshatra, Yoga, Karanas, etc. Ghati, Vighatis, even the older generations. The only the question is here now, the people, those who are in remote places or smaller villages may not be having, and when, how we have to do. That's the reason I said, if they have a ranging of the time, we are going for the rectification of the time. Rectification
Sir,
of the
I'm not able to hear whether mine is a problem. I'm not
Hello,
understanding.
can you?
Yeah. There will be distractions, sir. Oh, yeah. Now I'm able to hear. Sir.
Yeah. Now the question here is, whatever we are going to speak of this rectification of the time is going to be within the range of the time when they have. Say, I born in between 8 to 8:30. If based upon we are going to the dasha, we are going to correct the rectification of the time. There is another rectification method is going to be observed from the KP system of the astrology also. Apart from this, people do not have neither the birth or the anything. Then we go for the horary system, the Prashna Jataka. The Prashna Jataka is relevant to that of only that question for the particular time, not for the entire his life. This is to be understood. Number two, in this there are two methods are being followed. One is the standard Prashna Lagna according to the time of the asking the Prashna. Thereby the planetary position of that particular is going to be get understood, and thereby it is being said as. The second is going to be based upon the KP astrology. There are 249 numbers. You are randomly asked to give a number between 1 to 249. Based upon the picked up number, that is going to be the Lagna for the present planetary position is going to be get understood. the two methods of this horary or the Prashta Jataka is there. These two are going to be limited for the presented question only, the question at the time when the person is approaching or when the astrologer is giving his opinion. For the same time, it is going to be not for the entire time. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Right.
So then that means, see, what is the importance of Ayur astrology? What I have understood till now is, we see the jatakas so that we can, one is we can predict, keeping some references, we can predict the upcoming diseases, and also we can prevent, that will help us to prevent some diseases, so that we can say them to take a precaution. But when such person of Prashna Jataka person comes, and as you said, it's only pertaining to that time, so we cannot know the future, we cannot predict about what disease he might get. So whether it's like that, or do we have any method of predicting, sir, for the future, like disease he's going to get?
Your question otherwise understood as whether this Prashta Jataka is going to give a proper diagnostic and prognostic and prophylactic measures to an individual who is suffering or going to be get suffered. Now,
Exactly, sir. Exactly.
now this Prashta Jataka, which is going to be, say, if the person is going to be coming or approaching to you, for example, he says, I just want to know what is my health condition for the coming year.
Yes.
Okay. When the
Yes.
person is going to ask like that, this is for 1 year, already you have made a cutoff. You are not going to give for the lifelong.
Yes.
Now, out of this 1 year, when we are going to see, you are going to scan the disease condition through the 6th placement. Physical from the Lagna to the 6th placement, and psychological from the Chandra 6th placement.
Mm.
When you are going to make the assessment of this, apart from this, there are so many exclusive things. I don't know whether you have, how much you have learned the Ayurveda astrology, Ayur Jyotisham. This Ayur Jyotisham is going to speak about the genetical disorders. It is going to speak about the forthcoming disorders, present diseases, and also the cause of the death, and also the dietary implications which are to be get altered or which the person has to be followed, and also the surroundings and exercises are the whatever the environmental conditions he is going to be. Sometimes even it is going to say even you have to change your place, otherwise your disease is not going to be get go up. And apart from this, when the prophylactic is going to be there, we are going to have the Daiva Vyapasara Chikitsas which are told in Ayurveda.
Mm.
Very specific, exactly. Very specifically at the initial stage, it is going to be said as to wear a stone. And there are some of the other methods as dosing of the stones. What they do is, if suppose Jupiter is there as a person or the planet influencing the particular person to give rise a disease, and the Jupiter stone related is either the topaz or the yellow sapphire, it is going to be placed in alcohol, and overnight, the next day morning, they are going to consume it. You can say Asavarishtas. If suppose a person, usually in medical astrology, it is being stated the Medas is connected with that of the Jupiter. A person who is the Medorogi, Durmedas, or the obesity, this person, if he is going to put this topaz in a Asavarishta, like either the Trifulasava or any Asavarishtas which are going to be connected with, then the person is going to be consuming the same asava next day morning, is going to give the result of the anti-obesity effect. Fortification. The second is the Homa therapy. Rather, the nakshatra or the rasi or the graha, each and everything has been given some of the herbs. these herbs are to be used for the Havana purposes, then we are going to get the proper result. The Ayur Jyotisham second part is the curative aspect, very specifically, Dasavidha, 14 varieties summarization in total, Daiva Vyapasana Chikitsas are going to come. All these Daiva Vyapasana Chikitsas I am still collecting, not has been finalized, that's why the part 2 of the Ayur Jyotisham course was not announced. At present, I announced only Ayur Jyotisham course first part only. And in this is only much with the diagnostic is going to be given here and a summarization of the treatment aspect. That means a prognostic, diagnostic, and a curative aspect, how they have to be followed with, has been given in this course of the Ayur Jyotisham, Certificate of Proficiency in Ayur Jyotisham.
Sir, have you come across any such patient wherein they didn't knew about their date of birth, their time of birth and place of birth? So have you got such patients in your practice?
Many.
Yes. Okay.
For your information, I just want to give you one small information.
Okay.
I was started this astrology in almost 1990s. When I started this astrology in 1990s, a curiosity, I am an inventor, Jupiter influenced. I don't accept the people, those who say. I have to realize myself and I have to experience. Then I am practicing, I was noting in the morning when I have a little free time, who are the people going to come in between 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock of my practice in the evening? At the time, we have the only evening practices, not in the day practices. Then I just calculate a 10 minutes slot. That means 1 hour I calculate as a 6 slots for the 4 hours. 24 slots based upon the different astrological methods. Then I just write the time slot and write what sort of the patient is going to come. If they come of the same way, I put a tick, otherwise I need to mark. Surprising to me, around 90% of the patients are the same patients to whomsoever I have committed with. Whatever I have predetermined, these are the patients they are going to come. They are the patients, those who have come.
With the same medical condition.
With the same medical condition. That means we can make out the medical condition through the Ayurveda astrology. At the time, I was not added with the word Ayurveda. It was only astrology. Later, when I started looking the innumerable references from the Ayurveda, then I got a little interest over this, especially the Basavarajayam of the Andhra origin speaks about the much more conditions of this Karma Vipaka and the Ayurveda astrology. It speaks about the different star days, when the disease is going to be get started, how many days it is going to take. Now this question is, we are at present linking everything to that of the immunity, but the Basavaraja has made an effort to link the astrology with that of the Ayurveda. Then it was very appropriately has been made out. And still there are many things what has been given in the astrology textbooks are the examples only. Now, I have gone through number of the people, those who have the genetical problems. After that, whatever the astrology speaks is being brought as a collection and has been compared with the genetical implications. Then I have brought out a specific ruling which is going to be very easily understood or can be made out, and it can be, we can analyze very easily. I think I just want to show you one example of the horoscope which is linked or related with how it is going to be made out. I think I'll share the screen for the purpose, and you can just go through the screen. And here I would like to show you. Say here, are you able to see this screen, which is
Yes, sir.
linked with this? This is a person who is born on 19 September 1970. Here, for the convenience, I have given the North Indian type of the chart and the South Indian type of the chart both, because my students are, some of them are reading the North Indian chart and some of them are reading the South Indian. So here you can just see this time is 12 a.m. This is Indore MP, diagnosed in 2014, kidney stones. Okay, the referral doctor name I have written just here. I don't know this person even. Everything information I have to get from the individual only. Here you can just see the Lagna is the Mithuna Lagna. The Mithuna Lagna 6th position is going to be here. The Mithuna Lagna first Drikona is Ardra. Chandra Lagna is the Mesha. Second Drikona is the Bharani. 2. And the 6th Bhava, when we see the Vrishchika, Lord is the Kuja and placed in the Simha, Leo. When the placement is still, it is a 3rd bhava, and Pubba 1 combusted with the Astangata, the Navamsha is the Simha Navamsha once again. 8th Drikona from the Lagna left side, you can just check it out. It is the spleen according to the organ. In the Rashi Nakshatra Navamsha orientation, it is a Surya Sukra Surya, which is the spleen again. The major issue is with the spleen in nature is supposed to be. This is actually he got a problem with. Now when we see the position and the aspect of this drishti, the different placements of the Purvashada 1 aspect, which are going to be shown as Ashpari, Shotha, Mutraroga, Sotha, Sotha, Mutraroga, Arshas, Mutrashpari, Arshas. Here just to see, very directly it is going to say Udara, diabetes mellitus, Kuja in the Simha is going to be with the Mutrashpari and Arshas Sandhivata and susceptibility with the cancer also being stated. Now this is one more alarming thing which are going to be made out. This is the way which we have done. Then in this out of, the Mutrashpari is already existing, he is having the piles also, and Sandhivata, and at present his age, see, just to see, he is 1970 born, he is having the mild joint pains and hypertensive, and he is allergic, and cancer is not yet came out. The one of the question here is, it is a question I asked them to undergo for the markers, biomarkers of the cancer, thereby it will be preventable. So we can just go with the other things as suspicious. Susceptibility of the different disease with the 6th Lord is there always, all the time. Here especially KUB origination diseases are being more proven. We have made a pinpoint of the Mutrashpari, Arshas, Sandhivata and Twak Vikaras and cancer including. This is the way how we are going to see. And in the Bhava chart, as Shani is retrograded, aspect in the 6th house, the diseases of the Shani are linked with the muscles and Kuja for the Majja, and musculoskeletal disorders are commonly anticipated is being understood. Now, this is the way we are going to make analysis of the individual horoscope, and thereby we are going to assess how much. See, we are going to make a blindfold assessment. We inquire from the patient, his dietetics and his environmental effect. Thereby, we draw a conclusion with the consultation. Bhaiya, these are the things which are going to be anticipated for you. Thereby, be careful. If you are already having, this is the gem therapy, this is the Homa therapy, which you can make it out. This is the mantra therapy, recitation you do for yourself. You can do your mantra therapy, that is a resonancy. Mantra therapy is the resonancy therapy or the vibrational therapy. Homa therapy is the inhalation therapy, that is a uncombusted uncombusted polycarbons are going to be are emitting as the smoke. In the HOMA, the smoke which is emitting is having the polycarbons which are uncombusted are going to stick on the mucosa. Thereby, the person is going to be having a uncombusted polycarbons associated alkaloids effect over the individual. Even for the COVID also, there are some of the people are still doing it. They are doing the HOMA within their home. They just recite nothing much. They are going to combust, they make the small havana, and in that they are going to give the herbs which are going to be available. Otherwise, only tandula with the ghee. Ghee and tandula are being given as the havana, and the smoke emitted out of is going to give healthiness for them. It is a inhalation therapy. And otherwise, in Ayurveda, as we are using the different bhasmas, even the bhasmas and other herbs are also can be used. I am trying myself to classify all the 500 herbs which are told in Ayurveda to classify under the Navagrahas and the things. But I don't know whether I can do in my lifetime or not. I need the help of the people, then only it will be possible. But it is my desire to do or classify all the Ayurveda plants and all Ayurveda cereals, pulses, and everything are going to be get classified under the Navagraha aspect. Then we are going to be get facilitated much more with this medical astrology. Any other questions, please?
No, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much for clarifying.
Yes. What about the other people? Have any questions right now? You can unmute and speak. This is an interactive. Alai balai.
It's a wonderful session, sir. Actually, one of my question was there, which I got the answer in between of your answers itself. Like I was almost to ask you, like, can we detect the future diseases? So it was like you gave the answer in between itself.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, yeah.
Other questions
Yeah,
from the other people, those who are there with? Please unmute and speak. Actually, 55 members has been enrolled today. I don't know what happened to them. And very few are here. I just want to keep this video on YouTube also and let the people watch and enjoy. Any other questions, please? You can type your question also if you don't want to speak.
Sir, will there be any difference in the accuracy when it comes to the Prashna part as well as the horoscope part? Which is
Yes,
more
sir.
accurate, or is it any
Madam,
difference?
one minute. Already I have come across about the accuracies. With the present, say, we cannot pinpoint where exactly the boy born or where exactly the person has been born. Even in the latitude and longitude which we are calculating also there is some variation. That is the reason I said we have to compare with the dasha system to that of the birth time planets, and this dasha system rectification when we are going to make, we get the answer. The second question what you have asked is about the accuracy of the Prashna or the horary. Whatever we have exercised out of this many years, almost up to 85% accuracies are there, man. We are going to accept statistically above 51% itself. And the variation of the times when we are going to speak, yes, I was anticipating one person accident through his horoscope. I told him, I cannot pinpointly say the date and time, at what date and time you are going to get the accident, because I have the limitation of this latitude, longitude, and calculation of the positions of the planets. Thereby, I am going to give a range. Usually, the range is going to be from 3 months to 7 days. Anything, any event, according to your accuracy of the planetary position calculation, you can draw from 3 months till to that of the 7 days. If at all you are continuously monitoring a particular horoscope, then you can come with 24 hours also. Only the question is, like the Raja Maharaja were having one astrologer along with them who were studying only his astrology, his particular chart. At that time, you can draw a very, very, very nearer and higher percentage of the accuracies. Hope you have got the answer.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So one more query I had.
Please,
So
please.
you specified about certain genetic disorders can also be, assessed with the horoscope.
Exactly.
Sir, how would you suggest any solutions or remedies as such on those lines, like, or to at least maybe we can suggest something to reduce the intensity of the ailment, maybe, like, what is your approach? I just wanted to know if it's okay.
Okay, see, I think I have to show you once again a series of the horoscopes which are linked with that of the autism. Okay. Say, what actually is happening is, 1 second, let me share the another example. Let me, instead of, okay. See, what is going to happen is, I'm just going to show you from the, here this, okay, right, this will be okay. Yes, now I want to share one more horoscope for you. Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, here also I have gone the same pattern. This is the South Indian Kundali and this is of the North Indian Kundali of the same time, and here I have given the time of birth, the place of birth, and etc. time of birth. This person, this baby, is having a congenital anomaly and mental retardation, and the left eye is afflicted congenitally and there is no vision. Okay. Now you can just see here the baby horoscope and the horoscope of the parental. Whenever a baby is born with a congenital implication, usually the Rahu and Ketu are in association with that of the Lagna. This is a golden rule which I framed it. The second is, whenever you observe the parental horoscopes, you can just see here from the Lagna, the 5th placement is with the Rahu. When the Rahu is posited in the 5th placement for the parental, you can just see in the mother's horoscope, 5th place is the Rahu. 5th place posited in the father's horoscope and mother's horoscope is very strongly suggestive of the congenital anomaly child or the person who is going to be a genetically challenged birth. Do you have the answer right now? Do you understand what I am trying to say?
Yes, sir, very much.
Yeah. The golden rule, I am speaking of the one golden rule is genetical disorders in the mother and father are linked with the 5th house of the Rahu. 5th house and Rahu is linked with the genetical disorders for the parental, and in the birth when you see the Lagna is associated with the either the Rahu or the Ketu. Now you may ask, here it is the 19 degrees 27 of the Mesha Rasi Lagna, and Ketu is in the Rishabha. How come it is going to be? When you see in the Bhava, Ketu is in the Lagna Bhava. You understand? In the Bhava, the Ketu is in the Lagna. Here, the 3 degrees 14 minutes, as I said, from the 19 degrees 27 plus 15 is going to be the one of the common calculation. 19 plus 19, 27 plus 15 is, you can just say the Ketu is in the Lagna Bhava. Thereby, we can very comfortably understand how this Rahu is going to give rise the diseases of genetical. There are combinations and permutations to give a different varieties of the diseases which are going to be implicating. The golden rule is Rahu linked with the genetics.
Sir, if at all we get to know before pregnancy that parent, either father or mother, has Rahu in Panchama,
Yeah.
Rahu in Lagnat Panchama Bhava, if Rahu is there,
Yep.
can some measures be taken to avoid such genetic conditions in the kid, or is it going to be no matter what?
That is the reason why the Dasharatha has done the Putra Kameshti.
Okay.
Putra Kameshti is one such yajna which is going to make the regularization of the issues and the genetical problems of the. See, actually, nobody is going to come out and give a paisa.
Yes,
This is all mythical. The effect is being inducted in the body. It is a treatment. The Dasharatha has undergone a treatment. See, for your information, in Kerala, every year they are going to do one Putra Kameshti. For that, they announce very well in advance. The many number. As per my knowledge, every time not less than 100 to 250 couples are going to participate in the yajna whenever they perform it.
Okay.
And very fortunately, I don't understand what make them. They are all challenged by the modern medicine. They have gone IVF and etc. also for many times. They have spent lakhs of rupees also. They are the last resort only to say accepting the God they were there to do the Putra Kameshti collectively. When they attend this Putra Kameshti, after that, more than 70% of the people are having the pregnancy. And other 30 people, why they could not? There is a very beautiful word, Prarabdha. This is related with Sanchita, Agami, and Prarabdha. There are 3 varieties of the Purva Karma, which is going to influence our body. This 30 people, probably they are under the Sanchita Karma, thereby they could not conveniently make out any fertilization in this birth. So Homa therapy is one of the most important, and we can rely on this Homa therapy.
Okay, sir.
Putra Kameshti, it is with the mantra and Homa. That is the resonancing of the vibrational, mantra vibration and resonance is there, along with the inhalation of this Homa dravyas. Thereby, the people are going to be get blessed with. Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, as such, everybody may not be able to participate in Putra Kameshti. Is there any alternative?
That's why you do Homa therapy at your home. There is no resonance.
Okay.
But you can do Homa therapy even without the mantra also.
Okay, just like Agnihotra and the small.
Just like Agnihotra. Just like Agnihotra. Exactly.
Okay.
You say Agnihotra, I say Homa therapy.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yep. Any other questions?
So can we know about you, sir?
About me?
Yeah. Like, I mean,
What is there about me to know?
My question
I'm
is related, sir. And what made you get into this line? Like, what made you explore this area of approach towards medicine?
okay. Very good question. I am with the Vrishchika Lagna, where I have the Guru and Shani in the second, Buddha and Shukra in the 12th. That made me to combine the Ayurveda and astrology. I am an Adivaidya also. I teach pulse diagnosis. I speak Ayur Jyotisham, the Ayurveda astrology, and I am called as an Ayur Mitra. For about me, okay, I am Dr. K. Sivarama Prasad, born and brought up from Hyderabad, 1960 born, Sharvari. Sharvari is a really problematic year. Most of the pandemics are going to be cyclical in 60 years. In 1960 also, you can just see how the world was, and 2020 was Sharvari. 2021, just now we started the new year, Plava. Plava means surfacing or coming up. Now 2021 we are coming up, and I born in Sharvari. 120 years ago, there was once again the same pandemics, and Sharvari is the year of birth of mine. I studied from the Hyderabad, my BAMS and also MD, and also my Jyotisham. And for the 1977, I joined in Ayurveda. And in 1989, I did my PG in Kaya Chikitsa from the Hyderabad Government Ayurvedic College, Dr. BRKR Government Ayurvedic College of the Hyderabad. And I started this Techno Ayurveda to make the people understand with the what is the real Ayurveda. Rather, I was feeling many a times the people, the students are just studying the Ayurveda as per the examination orientation, just to pass and to get a certificate. But they are not understanding the Ayurveda properly. That's what my feeling is. That's what my cry is. I just want to explain them how better you can understand the Ayurveda scientifically. Anything, whichever is not going to be withstanding in front of the scientific forum, is to be denied. It is the Charaka statement, not mine. He stated it as a serendipity. Yadrucha siddhirevasa. We are not ready to accept. Ayurveda is not ready to accept the any yadrucha siddhi, serendipity or accidental success. For each and everything, we have the logic very specifically, and this logic which is there behind the Ayurveda was time tested from the n number of the years. People say the Indian culture is of the only 2000 years. The Mahabharata happened 5000 years back. You can see from the Dwaraka, Bet Dwaraka. And the people, they say the Ramayana is the Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is not the Lanka of the Ravana, that is the Simhala Dvipa. And the Ramayana happened not before 8000 years. Even some of the people compare with the Punarvasu star with the celestial combinations. It is around 9000 BC or 10,000 BC. That is 11,000 years from now onwards. Even that is not correct, because very recently I come across one notation. We are going to pray every day whenever the puja is done, performance. At the time we are going to speak samvatsras and ayanas, rutus and etc. Ajah Brahmana Dvitiya Paradhe Svetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasvata Manvantare. This is Vaivasvata Manvantara. Vaivasvata Manvantara. Each and every Manvantara is having the 71 Mahayugas. Ashtan Vinsiti Mahayuga. Now at present we are in the 28th Mahayuga Kali Yuga. 28th Mahayuga Kali Yuga. Whereas the Ramayana happened in 24th Mahayuga. Not 28th Mahayuga. That means we have had a difference approximately 1 crore 50 lakhs years gap in between the Rama and present. 1 crore 50 lakhs years. You can just calculate the n number of the years which are going to be for the 4,32,000 is the years of the Kali Yuga span. Double is the Dwapara. Triple is the Treta. And 4 times is the Krita. That means 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 2, 9 plus 1. That is 10 units. It is total together 1 Mahayuga. And in this, out of this 10 units, when we see, and there are 25th Mahayuga and 26th Mahayuga, the 10 units, and in that Ashtanvinshad Mahayuga is present, Chaturvinshad Mahayuga is the Ramayana. This is too much. And the Lanka, Ravana Lanka is not at all the Sri Lanka. This is a Simhala Dvipa, which was said in many of the Vedic area, Vedic books and Vedic texts and Vedic knowledge. And whereas, one more thing is, as we have separated 4,32,000 years ago, this is what the present day paleontology and other people, scientists say. We have separated from the Gondwana land and attaching to that of the Eurasian plate. At that time, the south of the India is tilted. Exactly the position of the Sri Lanka is to the south. Now it is not towards the south exactly. There is a south. From the Dhanushkoti, a straight line which is to be marked goes for the Madagascar. The Madagascar or the Maldives, there the Ravana Lanka is there. And one more thing, the Vibhishna is like Hanuman, is a Chirayu, and he is going to live longer time. That he is not having any death at all is being stated in the Valmiki Ramayana. And the same Vibhishna was told by the people, you better don't be here in the surface, you go for the Patala. Thereby, the Lanka is like a Tripura, a unit of the mission of the city, a mechanized city, or you can just say a giant spacecraft of a city level, which is approximately 130 kilometers in width, has been said in Ramayana. We don't see that 130 kilometers width of the any area, and 80 kilometers, 130 kilometer length and 80 kilometers width. That surface we don't see at present. It would have sunken out of this many years, or otherwise, as the people are stating, the Vibhishana has taken this into the some submersible and the city under the oceans. And our at present technology is not sufficient to understand the millions and trillions of the years and billions of the years ago, whatever happened. When we see it thoroughly, there are n number of the clues which we are going to get through either from the astrology, from the Ayurveda. I would like to bring into your notice, we in Ayurveda is going to speak about the Pushyami Nakshatra for any of the Pumsavana Kriya and so on. Very specifically, the Pumsavana Kriya Pushyami is done, and the same Pushyami used for the children to make the immunity schedules are being done on the Pushyami Nakshatra, Swarna Prashana. Why the Ayurvedic people are choosing the Pushyami Nakshatra? The Pushyami Nakshatra was the starting. For each and every nakshatra, 2000 years you calculate. The present day text, what Ayurveda is using for its knowledge to read out, to make it out, they were a minimum period of the Pushyami Dhruvaka, or when the Pushyami is as an equinox. Now we are in the Ashwini. nakshatra. Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, Mrigasira, Ardra, Punarvasu, Pushyabi is the 8th star. 8th star. That means each and every star is a 2000 years, I said. 16,000 years back, the text of the Charaka Samhita, Agnivesha Samhita at present we are reading. You can take out the 2000 years of the AD. That means out of the 16,000, 14,000 BC. That means our Ayurveda textbooks at present, whatever we are reading, the oldest textbooks are formed 16, 15, at least 14 to 15,000 years of BC. So that is the reason even today as a tradition we are following the Pushyami Dhruvaka only, or the Pushyami equinox. Pushyami star, even though at present the equinox is not in the Pushyami, we are following the Pushyami as a auspicious. This states very specifically how traditional, how old knowledge of evidence-based. You can see some of the statements in our Samhitas. To give such a particular statement of one line, you require a minimum of the 7 generations to study. That means the 7 generations have been studied and they recorded. One generation is approximately 30 years. That means a research which has been undertaken for 200 years is summarized as one sentence is being understood. The same thing was there with the Vedic knowledge. Many people feel these Vedas are giving lots of the knowledge to us. I have gone through some of the parts of the Vedas. When I see this Vedic knowledge, it looked like as a catalog to me, not the original textbook. Say, now you are 50 members in front of me. I have 500 books. I have given 10 books to each of you and say, you just summarize and see what is there in the book. Write a small abstract over the particular book. The book may be of 1,000 pages or 10,000 pages, but you are writing your abstract in a compactive way. 100 words or 100 lines. The same way it is being catalogued. This is being done by the Vedavyasa. What Vedavyasa has done is the cataloging of the Vedic knowledge. The cataloging is having the information where you procure this information. Where you procure that information, that book original is not available. The people, those who are interested in the particular subject, they have put forth some of the main important, what they felt according to their intellect, were written in the hands of the Veda, stating that we quote, usually when we are writing the abstract, we write something, summarization, and say, if there is a very specific concept is used by an author, we say the inverted bracket, inverted commas, the concept is being rewritten. Like that, we have got some of the information from the Vedic, but the original textbooks of the Vedic is not at all available for us. And we have to search for those things where it could be. And many of our treasures, to be frank, the Muslim rulers, they snatched away our money, and English people snatched away our money, and the Dutch and other people, they have more interested with our literatures, and without knowing the language also, they snatched all the Talapatra Granthas and manuscripts to either the London or otherwise to the Germany. Now, what we have, the treasure, out of that, we have lots of the manuscripts. These manuscripts are to be studied. I think instead of making our post-graduation in particular subject, let these people, each and every post-graduation is being certified only after completion of the one manuscript translation. If it is said, then within no time our Ayurveda book bank is going to be enormously increased. So, any other questions from your side? Yes, please. Yes, Rashmi madam. Yes.
No, sir, it was not me. But this session was actually nice and very much informative.
Thank you.
Sir, we know of few books that tells about medical astrology aspect, mainly being Veerasimhavalokana, Vaidya Chintamani, and today even Basavarajyam was new to me. There are any other books to explore in this area, sir? That
one thing here I would like to come across or to say, as far the Ayurveda is concerned, in the Ayurveda literature, very straight away references we are getting very minimal. They are whatever the Samhita which we are today reading, I don't think for myself they are complete. And they are being redacted by some of the people like Charaka. Some of the people included Prakshipta has been done according to their own informations. There is a lots of the efforts. The originality of our Samhita still is a questionable. Out of this regard, the Nirnay Sagar people and Baijana, the Chaukamba people, they are making lots of the effort. In fact, whatever the form at present we are getting the Charaka Samhita, it is a collection of more than 2,500 to 3,000 manuscripts. And they have summarized all these things. And they have brought out with the final under the inclusion and interest of the Sanskrit scholars with grammar and other things. Many of the people, they made this grammar as most important, but not the information as how it is technically important. Because a medical doctor may not be having the more grammar. At present, we don't have at all. The previously, they were learning the Shadangas, Shiksha, Vyakarana, Chanda, Kalpa, Nirukta, Jyotisha. That's why they are able to make it out. They were given lots of the prime subject of the Ayurveda is the Ayurveda to make it out. That's why they did not keep this astrological influences more onto, because they were trying to develop, and they developed only the evidence-based studies, not the colloquies. And thereby we can understand as on today how these people are making themselves to include. The present day books are also going to be there. They are all the personal opinions of the individuals. That is the reason why my appeal is, we have to have a experimental or the evidence-based medical astrology compilations. That is the reason why I am initiating the certificate of proficiency in Ayur Jyotisham, a 20 days and 30 hours course. With that, I am trying to make the enthusiastic people together. These enthusiastic people are going to be the tomorrow's specialists of the medical astrology. Thereby, this science is going to be having its own impact on the humankind to make a diagnosis, to make a prophylaxis, and to make a curative aspects of, with the help of the Ayurveda. That was my ambition. Thank you very much. And
thank you for a wonderful session. Thank you.
I'm sure these Alai Balai sessions are going to be on different subjects of the Ayurveda astrology. As I am posting in the School of Ayurveda, there are 5 groups at present. If anybody are not there in the School of Ayurveda groups, you can just send me your invitation to, or your information to the 9503227966, so that I can send the link to join in School of Techno Ayurveda. And welcome and thank you very much for this session. After 20th, we are going to come across with the Ayurveda of the different topics, which will be announced very in advance. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Can you repeat them once again, sir?
Hello?
Can you repeat your contact number once again, sir, for WhatsApping for the group?
9503 227966. I'll just show it on. Otherwise, 1 second. 9503 227966. I'm said as the Techno Ayurveda. If you are going to speak or search Techno Ayurveda, then also you will be getting Techno Ayurveda. This is also going to be a very easy thing. And here I show my number. You can just make a note of it. 9503 227966 is my number. If at all you are not in any of my groups and contact, you can just send me. So I'll just add you in one of the groups so that you will be getting the regular information. In future, I am trying to make this discussions over the Ayurveda, astrology, and other subjects which are initiated with or linked with the Vedic knowledge. Thereby, the links are going to be there displayed in the groups. So please join in the groups of the School of Techno Ayurveda and message if at all you want to join. Thank you very much. And still, I have to say this video is going to be kept on the YouTube. You can just see youtube.com/Techno Ayurveda. You can just say, if you speak the Techno Ayurveda, you find in SlideShare also, you find in the YouTube also. Thank you very much, and say thank you once again, and good day.